Well, hey everybody, we're here again at another coin convention. We've come to Baltimore this time at the Whitman Expo. It's a coin convention held 3 times a year here where collectors and dealers come from all over the country to buy, sell, and trade coins. And once again, we're walking around to the dealers, asking them, did they bring a cool coin with them? Now, what exactly makes a cool coin? Is it the age, the rarity, how unusual, the denomination, the color? All these things come into play. And once again, we're going to have a great assortment of cool coins on the Cool Coin episode here on Coinweek. Chris, we're here in Baltimore at the Whitman Expo. Did you bring a cool coin with you?
I certainly did. As you might expect, it's a 1900 proof Barber Quarter. It's a proof 68 cameo. It's one of 3 holdered by NGC, and it is one of 2 that has been verified by CAC. It has really spectacular toning. It has some bullseye toning on the front as well as on the reverse, and it really highlights the really frosty devices, so it's a beautiful coin.
How on earth is a coin preserved over the years in that kind of grade?
Well, that's really the interesting thing, isn't it, right? How the care that somebody took to preserve this coin and to take care of it and to offer it to future generations for their enjoyment. So that's what we're excited about as well. It's available for $14,500, which we think is a fair price, but of course we're always interested to hear from our clients what they think is a fair price. So by all means, stop by our table or contact us on our website, thehappycoin.com.
I brought a great coin that just has a great story. This is a 1794 half dime that made its way to London right after it was struck in the United States. A customer who sold it to me paid 25 cents for this when it was in a junk box in the 1960s. He pulled it out because it did not have a denomination on it. He thought, this is interesting, brought it back to the United States with him, realized what it was. The coin is completely original, never been touched. Now, it was graded AU55 or AU53, but it's basically uncirculated. There are very few original 1790s coins that no one has ever done a thing to them. And this is one of them. So it has its original gray patina, nice color to it, but the coin is absolutely stellar, and the story is fantastic. 25 cents. If you go over there right now, there might be another one in the junk box. Go get it.
And what kind of value?
Something like this, I think you're looking at around $20,000 for something like this. Not bad for 25 cents.
Do I get excited? We're in Baltimore at the Whitman Expo. Did you bring a cool coin with you?
We always bring cool coins, you know that. 1794 half, PCGS AU58. The 1794 was the first half produced by the United States Mint. A little over 23,000 were produced, making it the rarest half dollar ever. And that's compared to about 10 times as many in 1795. Very cool coin. Very well struck, well centered, just gorgeous example that's pristine, and one of the coolest coins we've owned all year.
How does a coin survive for so many years in that condition?
Well, very few do. They were usually taken directly from the mint by someone, either a prominent collector at the time or a mint employee, and put away, usually for generations, and owned by a lucky few in between.
And what kind of value?
$225,000.
Well, I always have cool coins, or at least I always try to have cool coins, David. This coin is the Isabella Quarter MS68 Plus. I don't have it with me. This is a photograph of it, but this is the coin that was in my collection when I had the finest known commemorative set back in the late 80s and early 90s. And what's interesting is this coin is how it came to be, and there's an interesting story surrounding it. Interestingly enough, I get a call from another dealer who's at a show somewhere down in the south, and he said, I'm going to send you a coin by FedEx, and he said, I'm going to tell you right now what I paid for it. I paid $6,500, and I'm going to sell it to you at $12,500. Now, he said, before you call me a greedy pig, he said, take a look at the coin. And he didn't tell me what it was. So I said, okay. So I got the FedEx box the next day, and I opened it up, and here was the most marvelous Isabella Quarter I'd ever seen in my life. Blazing white luster with absolutely stunning toning, virtually perfect surfaces. So I didn't even I knew from the way he had described the coin to me the previous day that he was willing to accept less than the $12,500. He said, take a look at it and tell me decide what you want to pay. I just wrote him a check for $12,500 and I mailed it to him. So I sent the coin in a few months later. It rated 68. And when I sold my coin in my collection in 1991, this coin sold for an astounding $62,500.
Well, yesterday I bought a neat coin, yes, a 1921 Walking Liberty Half, MS64 certified, a coin you rarely see. Most of the time when you see this coin, you'll see a nice looking raw coin that for one reason or another is not certifiable, usually lightly cleaned. So it's quite rare to find them certified.
The 21 Morgan dollar is the most common of coins. Why are the other 21 series so scarce?
Because right after World War I, they didn't really need much in small coinage, and the mint was short of personnel because many of the personnel that were tool and die workers assisted in the military effort, and many of them stayed in the private sector rather than going back to the public sector at the mint.
And what kind of value?
Well, this coin has a value of retail a little over $10,000, wholesale somewhere in the mid-9s. But it's a coin you just practically never see in this kind of quality.